What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. This one is for Star Virgin. It is from Vinegar Syndrome. This is an adult film, so if you're not interested in adult films, you can probably safely skip this review. But this one is very interesting. It's about in distant future, mankind is completely wiped out. There's no survivors, but there's this weird robot on some kind of spacecraft, and he has a test tube baby. And he hatches I don't know. Do you hatch a test tube baby? I don't know. Anyway, he hatches the test tube baby, and it's a hot chick, and she's called the Star Virgin. She's super curious about why she's covered in this goofy silver jumpsuit, and he tells her, well, because your body produces a lot of gross fluids, and he didn't want to messing the ship up. And so she starts to get interested in that, and then she starts to ask more and more questions about certain parts of her body that get messy. Anyway, the robot says, hey, let me show you so that you can understand your people better. And he takes her back to the invention of sex, which, according to this robot, happened in 1950 when Adam and Eve were tempted by a weird old fat guy dressed up like a snake in a tree. She loves it, of course, getting to see the sex. She starts to get super horny, and there's no one to have sex with, you know what I mean? Because everybody's, out of commission. So to try to, shut her up, he keeps showing her more and more, footage of sex throughout the history of mankind, which is a really bizarre, it's never anything even remotely historically accurate. It's just random times he dips in and shows her the stuff, and she just gets hornier and hornier and hornier. And then, I don't want to spoil it for you, but let's just say the ending involves a lot of cream, and let's just leave it at that. This movie is a lot of fun. If you like adult movies, it is super goofy, campy, just nonsense a lot of the times. It's got a ton of sex scenes in it. But it also has just a really slapstick, goofy sense of humor. It's got a lot of wild, random stuff in it. The Star Virgin is a really quirky character who's just a complete moron most of the time, but she's really charming and is interesting to watch. Her interactions with the robot are funny. The skits throughout history are ridiculous and also fun to watch. There's a threesome with Richard Nixon and Dracula. I'm sorry. There's a threesome with Richard Nixon and Dracula in this movie. It's crazy. This movie just has a lot of craziness. I completely understand that a lot of people don't like, are not into adult film or will not admit to it, or they watch it, for one purpose. I think for a cult film fan, Star Virgin has a lot of appeal, even if you don't typically like adult films. The entertainment value is really high, the wackiness is high, the camp is high. It's just really goofy. The sets are really quirky. It's just a really cool movie. It's just super fun. There's a lot of wild, wacky stuff in it, and I think people would like it. There's a really bizarre food scene. I couldn't remember what it was. I had to recheck my review. I had it marked down that there was something really crazy in it too. There's a food scene that's absolutely ridiculous. Dude rubs peaches all over a girl's vagina, sticks them up inside of her. It's really gross. I don't know anything else to say about that scene, but it's very memorable. And I'll just say this, if you're on the fence about this movie, even after all this, a girl queefs out a flame, like on a set of on like a matchbook. I don't know what else you could want from an adult film than this, or from a cult film, period. The DVD is from Vinegar Syndrome. It's got a new 2K scan from the original 35mm vault elements and an audio commentary track with the director. A 2K scan for Star Virgin is amazing. Thank you so much, Vinegar Syndrome. I mean, every time one of these kind of obscure adult films gets a new 2K scan, which is every one they put out pretty much, I'm super grateful for them as a company. Again, even if you're a cult film fan that really enjoys wacky, wild movies, I really think you're missing out if you don't at least explore adult film a little bit. There's a lot to offer beyond the erotica in these movies, and Star Virgin is definitely a perfect example of that. So I definitely recommend it. It's got a great looking transfer. It's got a nice audio commentary track. And again, it's just a really entertaining movie. The price is super cheap as well. You can get it at vinegarsyndrome.com, or you get it from Amazon. You don't have to order it from some, brown paper bag company or whatever. I highly recommend it. I had a lot of fun with it. If you like this review, please do check out my website, markfusion.com. I've got other adult film reviews there, but mostly horror, cult, exploitation, Lifetime movies, some normal movies, not too many though. Video games, anime, TV shows. I'm also on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram at markfusion. You can follow me there and see what I've got coming up. That's pretty much it. If you like the videos, please do drop a sub. It would greatly help me out. And you know what? If mankind comes to an end and Star Virgin has to probe the history of YouTube, I'd like her to see as high of a number as possible in my subscriber count, so that would definitely help me out. Thank you so much for watching these videos. I genuinely do appreciate it. I'm honestly surprised when people watch them. So thank you so much, and hopefully I'll see you soon. If I can find the button.